Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I am not Chris Platt and I am not Mario. I am Louis Beans. I'm here with Mark with the mic.
I will vote for you to be Waluigi.
I mean, all he does is and
Yeah.
twirl his mustache. So, yeah, yes.
And it's easy paycheck. Because they probably won't
Why
put you in the movie, but they'll pay you for it.
Hey, that's not.
They'll have you do film. They'll have you film like the most crazy ass stunt scene and be like, you know what? We had to cut something out. Sorry.
Instead, it's just me getting shot out of a cannon or something.
Yeah.
And all you hear is, wah, that's it. That's it. That's probably why Charles Martinet's in the movie. So he could just play the character they don't want to give the real voice, the lines to. So he could just make the Wario and the Waluigi. That's it.
So yeah, so we had a Nintendo Direct, and that was like one of the big news things is the fact that they, Illumination Studios is the people behind Despicable Me is doing the Super Mario Brothers movie.
And we had Miyamoto himself come out and give the nice, juicy update saying, "Listen, this is what it is. I don't care what you think." So, unfortunately, in the movie, we will not have the voice of Mario be Mario. He would be voiced by Jurassic. Wait, which one is his?
Star-Lord, Jurassic Park.
No. But what's specifically the name of his?
Jurassic World.
His are the Jurassic World films.
Yeah.
Yes, we have star of Jurassic World and
Guardians
Parks
of the
and
Galaxy.
Recreation.
Parks and Recreation.
Chris Pratt.
Yep.
As Mario, we said as Mario. It's a me.
As
It's gonna
Mario.
be Chris Pratt. The other people I don't really know. So who else is it?
Charlie Day is playing Luigi. Charlie Day is in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He was also
Okay.
Yeah, he's. I actually, honestly, I thought him being Luigi was right. Like he sounds like he's nervous all the time anyway. So I'm like, it works for Luigi.
Okay.
You
Then
got
who else?
Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach.
Do you know who she's from?
I have no clue who she's from, but every single picture I've seen of her, she reads Peach all over. Like she actually looks like Princess Peach.
All right, there you go.
I'm gonna save the best for last. So, we got Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. We have.
That makes no sense, but it's fine.
I'm all for it. I am all for it.
Donkey Kong can't speak English. I don't think. Doesn't he only go? And I'm talking about even.
Well,
in his
he had a
own
TV
game.
series and he spoke English.
All right, that doesn't count.
It does.
That doesn't count.
It's all.
That wasn't in the games.
It's
It doesn't
continuity.
count. We had Captain Lou Albano and his homie as Mario.
We had quite a few.
They don't have
Marios.
those voices.
Yeah.
They never had those voices, and so the television show doesn't count because I told you, Mark, he should be Funky Kong if anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, let him have it. What else we got?
We have Keegan Michael Key as Toad, which I could see could be very hilarious if man as Toad.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
And I saved the best for last because I actually think this is a perfect casting for fucking Bowser is Jack Black.
Yes, this one I think pretty much everybody is in agreement with. Why not? It should be. Let's do it.
I was 100%. I was like, yeah, Jack Black as Bowser, 100%. Is honestly, I feel as this was like Jim Carrey as Robotnik. I was 100% behind Jim Carrey as Robotnik.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yo, that's perfect casting right there. Charlie Day XC as Luigi. He has like the nervous twitch. If you ever watch Sunny in Philadelphia, he's always a weird, funny character. I think it fits Luigi. Chris Pratt as Mario. I don't know if he's actually gonna do an Italian accent or not, or he's just gonna be an American dude. I don't know. You better have an Italian accent. I don't give a fuck. Like racist
I'm
or
just
not.
saying.
I'm just saying.
You know what time it is.
We knew of Mario having an Italian accent since before I was even the thought. So.
I'm just saying, you know
Well,
what time it is.
I was alive when they first.
They already don't like that guy for his religious stuff. They gonna get on him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if he says it's a me, it's a Mario, it's a rap. Some Italian rights group is gonna come out somewhere and be like, listen,
that's not how we
sound.
sound.
Do that in 2021. Wait, excuse me, have you played the last Mario game? Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario, always has an Italian inflection, at least a stereotypical
I
Italian
remember
inflection.
in the Super Show, he always wanted spaghetti.
Well, in the Super Show, he was damn. He was freaking Lou Albano. You
Yeah,
can't. He was a full-blooded Italian. So it really didn't. It really didn't help the character mold that much. But that was the '80s, so you know
yeah,
what? They didn't really give a damn anyway. But I'm just saying, since he's had a voice, they've kept it as close to the lore, as much as you want to follow the
yeah,
Mario lore. Even
yeah,
Bob Hoskins
yeah,
had a fake New York Italian accent. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Hey,
yeah,
I'm parking over here. Hey,
yeah.
I'm Mario. You know what I'm saying? So he did the damn thing, and that's what we know him as. And I'm pretty sure you played the last game.
Yeah,
Those noises and grunts and whatever he makes, he sometimes he go, "It's a me."
yeah.
Nobody with a non-American, I guess, stereotypical Italian accent says it's a
Yeah.
me. I don't know. What's that from?
You'll see.
I don't know, man. You telling me he's not gonna have that? You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You'll say you telling me you think he's not gonna have that?
I don't know. I'm not 100% by it. I will say I'm not 100% with it.
What's your
He's gonna have a
50%,
regular ass.
49?
He
He's gonna
probably
be a
have like
regular
a
dude?
because Chris Pratt has a niche. He has a way of he talks and stuff like that. So I don't think that he's gonna change that much.
Has
What
he
else?
done voice acting in anything?
Lego Movie.
Was he just
He's
himself?
the main character. Yeah.
But wait, if he was he himself?
Yeah, pretty much himself. But he's a silly dude. I just don't know what they're gonna do with this. Again, it's too early to really tell because we didn't get a really trailer or anything. We just got the people that were in the voice. So maybe after the first teaser, we'll figure out what it was gonna be.
They did give a date that you're going to see something by, and they said released December 21st, 2022. So they that ain't far. So
Then,
they got something planned.
a whole year. Yeah.
So like, where the trailers at? Come on, man.
Yeah, we'll see. Another big thing that got announced was N64 and Sega Genesis games are getting put on the Nintendo Online. I think it's an extra charge for them, but you get to play the library of N64 and Sega Genesis.
I just think it took way too long. What were you waiting for?
Yeah,
It's just been Super for so long and Nintendo for so long. Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
I like this. I like that it exists. That's
Yeah.
good. The starting lineup they have is all right. I would. Then they don't have no wrestling games though.
yeah, but that the wrestling games, the whole thing is the copyright.
I'm just saying they ain't got no wrestling games though.
Yeah.
You want me to flip head over heels? I could
Yeah.
play Star Fox on it anyway.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Just
I want
saying.
the wrestling. I want no mercy. Yeah, I want no mercy too. I want no
at
mercy.
least
100%.
WrestleMania, not WrestleMania 2000, Revenge or something. You're
Yeah.
like, come on.
Well,
give me
the
something.
revenge
Versus
everything
the
has to go
World?
with WWE.
Then just versus the world, something. One of those Aki wrestling games. Come on.
Let's
man.
see. Maybe. Let's see.
And
Maybe
then
like
the
an
Genesis
AEW
part-
one with the old engine.
The Genesis part, I'm surprised, but I'm happy. I hope they do it justice by having more than because the starting lineup I like,
Yeah.
but it's I don't know if it's what I would say is like the quintessential stuff.
Yeah.
But then again, I grew up because I did not have a Super. I had a Genesis, so
Yeah.
some of the funky stuff that was on that system I like. So it's not there. It's the most popular stuff. I mean, I like Shinobi 3. Good.
Yeah.
They put that there. And then they put the Sonics to see what else was there.
Yeah,
But
Sonic is gonna be there all the time. They do have the Sega like collections already. So basically, if you wanted the games before, like you could just buy you get the collections. You had everything already. So
okay.
that's pretty much what the games are on the collection. That's what the games are that aren't going to be on the system.
It's not even. What collections you talking about? The ones that were the Sega owned ones, or is there a Nintendo version?
No, there's a Sega Genesis classic collection that came out on the Switch. Had like
That's the one that's the that has like the disc version that was on other systems as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have those games. There's no. I don't even think East Squad is in there.
Oh wow.
Like there's a bunch of like old black box Genesis games is what I'm talking about. Not the ones with the on the side that says it, because from when they show the picture,
Yeah.
a lot of them are like the
Golden Axe,
they're
Ultra
like the
Beast, Sonic.
no, they're past that. They're like Shinobi 3 is like towards the end of the lifespan. It was
Yeah.
like the Sonic 3 that all those ones that have I think they had back the Batman around. I'm not sure. But they had like the pictures and it was the most of the ones with the red stripe.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like the really weird like remember Chuck D Head, Chuck Rock
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
Like all that kooky stuff.
Like Dynamite Heady.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like that's what I want. That weird Genesis stuff.
What
Give
we
me
gonna
that.
say? But that was another thing that was announced on there. Was a major thing. Kirby's getting a brand new game that's coming next
That's
year.
cool. I'm interested in that.
Splatoon 3 they announced, and they're adding more stuff to it.
I mean, adding more stuff to what, 2?
3. This is Splatoon 3. It's a brand new game.
Well, yes. You said adding more, like, well, what's
Oh,
the new
they're
stuff?
adding stuff that they showed after the first trailer. I think
You
they
remember
showed the
any of
trailer
this?
once before. I'm not sure. And then Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, that was the big release. People were waiting so long.
Fucking time.
There were Twitter accounts literally made just to count down the days to the next Bayonetta announcement, which I think is pretty.
Yeah.
It's stupid and it's hilarious and it's great that it exists. So now the wait is over, and they said it's coming next year.
Yeah.
That's what most of everything is to say, hey, next year.
Yeah. Hey, we got some stuff next year. Good luck. Bye.
As far as the stuff that came out the same day, which I think is cool, they always have something like that.
Yeah.
Something I didn't think would ever exist, at least not announced by them, is the Castlevania Advance Collection.
That was cool.
Makes a lot of sense because the games were all on the Nintendo handheld.
Yeah.
Perfect sense.
Those are good too. I like those.
Unfortunately, one of them is a bunk game. They put the Super Nintendo version of Dracula X. There is a what would you say? It's non-negotiable that is the worst version of that game. There was there was a Japanese version of Dracula X that physically plays better than the Super Nintendo version. So it's kind of like, why did you choose that one? Nah, I can't understand it. But other than that, that's very good. I did not expect that. And then the other thing that was announced that was available the same day is somebody remade ActRaiser, and I'm like, what the hell? I don't remember anybody asking for that, but I'll take it because ActRaiser is actually very cool.
Yeah.
So that actually also is out like now. You can purchase that, so that's pretty cool. And and both of those games are on everything.
Okay.
They were announced for Switch. They are actually on PC, and I believe, I think Xbox as well.
Okay.
So, but because I definitely, they are in the Steam store. I can see them. The Castlevania collection right now is $20. ActRaiser is $30.
Okay. Cool.
So, yes, sir.
Yeah, what else? The Monster Hunter's getting getting DLC as well.
They announced I don't know how to feel about it, but I guess they have to give it a full name.
Yeah.
It's called Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, which is like they did with Iceborne.
Okay.
They're doing a full-on expansion, basically the G mode to the game.
Okay.
This is what people thought was going to happen with the PC version.
Okay.
So this is coming out same day for both.
That's right.
So at this time, the PC version will exist. Also, it says, I think if you go to the official Monster Hunter site,
yeah,
it says the PC version of Monster Hunter Rise will be out around February.
Oh, cool.
So it will be out before this because this is scheduled for summer. It does not have a month. It just says summer 2022.
Yeah. And then you got Chocobo GP Racing,
Which I wasn't expecting that. An actual brand new Chocobo racing game. I'm surprised as hell. I like it.
Yes.
I might check it out.
Cool. Other than that, like I was all like those are the things that kind of caught my eye with the Nintendo Direct. Other than that, and the Mario casting, I was like, oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything they announced. Anything they did not announce directly was shown like a really brief trailer and flashed a bunch of things. Disco Elysium is coming to. I didn't know it was on the Switch, but that's coming there. There's a special version of it. It's called Final Cut.
Okay.
Dying Light 2 is something I got a little showcase. That's gonna be the first official. So back, I think it was maybe when Resident Evil 7 first came out. I don't know
Yeah.
if you remember this. There was a special version of that game for the Switch that was in Japan only.
Okay.
It was the cloud version. And so I think this is the first official United States release of a cloud version of a game. So they're finally going to use that system. Do you know if there are any other ones that came out before this?
Not that I know of, to be honest. I know of PS2 maybe having one. I really don't know.
No. So what they're doing is like they're using the cloud to let you be able to play
Oh, okay.
the game because it's too intense for the Switch, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Dying Light 2 is a current generation game. So like that game has been delayed for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But they're gonna have a Switch version, and they did that for Resident Evil 7 because Resident Evil 7 at the time, I don't know about now, was too powerful to run on the Switch. So what they did was let you play a cloud version, kind of like PlayStation Now.
Oh, okay.
So they had in Japan because they were testing it out, trying to smooth it out to see if it would work properly.
Okay.
Apparently, it's working.
Sweet.
And they're gonna use it for Dying Light 2. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that because that's interesting. They're finally using technology.
Finally.
Scott Steiner hates it.
Scott Steiner don't like technology. He has a calculator too. He don't like technology.
He has a Nokia flip phone.
He has a burner phone. Oh man. I got some new shipments in. I got the cogs from Power Rangers Zeo in from Power Rangers Lightning Collection.
Yes, sir.
My only disappointment, I was hoping for the box window, but don't have it. You have to actually open it to see it, so a little disappointed with that. What else came in? I got what was the other one that came in? Oh, I have the Loot Crate, first Loot Crate box coming in the mail this week of the Turtles that I pre-ordered. I pre-ordered the 4 to get the bonus figure. The first one is the movie, so the first one is Danny from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first movie, the kid. He actually has the Sid Vicious shirt, and the actual T-shirt that comes with the box is that Sid Vicious shirt. So it actually looks pretty dope.
Have they ever made that before?
Nah, because they had to get the copyright for it.
No, I mean that shirt wasn't a real shirt from the 90s that existed.
Yeah, it's the actual shirt that he wore in the movie, but for them to
no,
use
I mean like was the shirt he was wearing like if that was like a band shirt from back
yes, Vicious, yeah.
So that's a real that's what I mean. Is that a design that is based on a real purchasable thing from the 80s, 89 /90? Okay.
Yes,
that's cool.
yes.
That's cool.
And it's his band, Sid Vicious's band and shit. And then they had to get copyrights to be able to do it on the toy. And they actually made it as the bonus thing, a T-shirt. So you actually could T-shirt the same T-shirt as well with the headband and the headband that Splinter's like, "What are you hiding?" kind of shit. So yeah, that was the first one. They actually showcased the last figure that's coming with the cartoon Turtles is the Batman Donatello that looks like Batman. It has like the black and gray suit, and it's pretty much Batman. It looks really dope, and I'm actually excited for that one. That's the last figure, and then the bonus figure is the cat dude that was sent to Dimension X. He was like one of the reject mutants.
I'm not familiar with the character.
So in the first episode, the first to second episode of when they created Bebop and Rocksteady, there was like 4 or 5 other mutants that that became mutants, and then they were like, "Hey, guess what? You're gonna go to Dimension X, so we ain't gonna use ya."
Really?
And so one of them got made a figure for it was the bonus figure.
Did it in the history of the Turtles? Is that the first time any of those characters got a figure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, they never got original King because basically they were like the rejects and shit. So they were only in the first episode, and that was it. They never came back.
It's interesting they took this long because a lot of characters from that show, they're just toys of characters.
I'm just saying, I'm waiting for Donatelli.
This is true.
We need Donatelli. That's the only one I want. Like, I want Donatelli. He better come with a big ass feather and some weird shit. Like, I want Donatelli. Like, I was like, yo, that's a figure that, like, honestly, I could see that figure coming out in the Loot Crate. I don't see that figure coming out just to people to buy. I feel like it's going to be a special edition because not a lot of people know that character. That would be.
Well, if they're gonna try to sell you that nasty pizza man,
Yeah.
remember that thing?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what his name was.
I forgot his name either.
Yeah, that was a disgusting figure. But I wouldn't put it past him to try to sell that again.
I don't think so. So what NECA does is NECA does the remake of the cartoon. So its characters more based on the cartoon versions of themselves. So Super 7, they do their figures based on the original toy line. So a lot of their toys, pretty much the toys they come out are just better editions of the original figure.
So what you're saying is it's only a matter of time till they make that nasty pizza man.
Probably. They just announced a new set that's coming out. I pre-ordered 3 of them. There's some I just don't care for. So my thing with the Super 7 and what I put as rules for me to collect the Super 7 figures, I only collect the things that were important. It was like my favorite figures in my childhood.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting everybody. I'm gonna get the certain few. I got the 4 turtles definitely. I gotta get Shredder still, but I've been seeing him in Forbidden Planet a lot, so I'm like, all right, I'll get him eventually. Once I got that Rocksteady, I was like, yeah, I'm sold with these. These are fucking badass. I pre-ordered Ray Fillet, which is that big Ray fish tin. I remember that was like one of my favorite toys when I was a kid. The Surfing Michelangelo they just announced, which they all came out in the 4. They came out in 4. So basically, it came out the design, the Skies Turtles. Leonardo was a samurai. Donatello was the detective that had the funny face. Raphael was the astronaut, and Mikey was a surfer. And so that's they coming out with that surfer. So I'm assuming the next 2 waves will be the next 2 turtles with the disguise, which will be astronaut Raph and Donatello disguise. I actually want those. So I love those as a child. So I was like, fuck, I gotta get those. They announced Scratch, that fucking the one figure, the cat figure that is worth mad money. Super 7 is doing a version of that one.
Okay, gotcha.
So he's coming out in this set as him. It's Scratch, is Mikey, Surfer Mikey, Scratch, the Mousers. What was the other ones? Ace Duck and I don't care. I never really cared for Ace Duck, so I didn't really care for that character. And Slash. Slash was the last one.
Okay.
So they look really dope. Check out Big Bad Toys. I think they had them for pre-order, so check those out. I think Super 7 did sell out of the pre-orders, so the easiest way to probably do it is do Big Bad Toys, so they still keep on pre-orders. Just might get it a lot later.
Okay.
So I have so many fucking pre-orders. I have too many pre-orders. Like, I can't even keep track anymore. Like, I have a lot of shit coming. So I need to stop. I have a problem.
Oh man, he's coming. I could just. Apparently, this pizza face man was reimagined for 2012.
Yeah.
And he's
Yes,
in
he
an
was.
episode called Pizza Face.
Yes, he was.
He's coming, man. Oh Lord.
He's coming. I'm going to gift him to you.
His name is Pizza Face Pizza Chef. That's his name.
When Pizza Face comes out, and if he comes up Super 7, I'm gifting that to you.
He is disgusting. It looks like Toxie, if Toxie stayed mostly a man.
If he got thrown into the tomato sauce we talked about earlier.
Yeah. Ugh. It just looks, he has vomit on his face, but it's mutagen. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. But yeah, there's a lot of announcement that happened, but the Super 7s look really dope. I'm actually looking forward to that as well. I need to start seeing some of my pre-orders come in. That's my thing. I have a lot of pre-orders. I need to start seeing these shits come in. I got the Goliath coming in this week. Goliath coming in this week, and Maestro comes in this week. I'm not allowed to. I should not be allowed to pre-order shit when I'm drunk. Because I add match, so I line up just pre-ordering Maestro because he looked pretty dope. And I was like, yo, Maestro is a dope character. And I was like, oh, let me pre-order him. But then again, I was like, I don't collect Marvel Legends. Why did I pre-order them?
That's true.
But
That's true.
Tommy was interested in it, so he gave me the money, and like it says. But it was cool. It was a cool figure. But yeah, there's a lot. I have tons of pre-orders. It's fucking Hasbro. Like they just showed the Ninjettis, the white and pink Ninjettis.
Yeah, I
White
got
power.
to see that. That looks cool. That looks cool. At least he doesn't have his hood like that. It doesn't.
Yeah,
look...
it's not pointy. They made sure it wasn't pointy.
Mm.
That was the one figure they're like, yo, no, shave that shit.
Can't do it.
Shade it down. Shade it down. A little more down. I'm surprised they actually
Also,
gave him the
he just arrived. That was last week. So Ninjetti love all around because the Black Ninjetti release this week.
Yeah.
And Battle for the Grid.
Yes, I got to
It looks
download
cool.
it. I didn't play it yet.
He actually looks very cool.
Yeah, and he has the figure coming out too. Those are the first pre-orders of the Ninjettis. Was blue and black. So there's an Aisha most likely coming. I'm hoping with a Ninja or something in that relations. Maybe Ivan News.
I would like to see Ivan Ooze. That'd be cool.
Let's see. You see if he comes with snot, like the purple slime.
Oh yeah, a little henchman.
Yeah. Well, I got the henchman. I got the Tinker Warriors. Oh
No,
yeah,
but
he had the other henchman. He had like those purple slimy dudes. Yes, he did have those. I completely forgot about those.
So
I got the Tinker Warriors though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I opened the one. That was actually really dope. I actually like it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's a little heavy.
The Tangle Warrior.
Yeah.
Does it come with the wings attached?
Yeah.
Like
You gotta put the wings on the arms. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
It comes with small wings. It comes with big wings.
Okay.
It's really cool though. Like the way it models and stuff like that. It's actually really cool. That was the first like Lightning Collection figure that I actually opened.
Okay, gotcha.
So I gotta open some more. Eventually, I'll do more unboxings to do it. So that's coming soon. Just stay aware. Be aware. So that's all I got.
We can get to this movie.
Oh, let's get to this movie. So we do two decades of superhero movies from 1978 to 2000, and we are up to a sequel, another sequel, sequel that we didn't know that exist. Well, I knew exist. I think you knew exist, so we did know exist.
Yeah, there's three of them.
Yeah, there's three of them. So 1995, we're in the year 1995, and we have Darkman 2: The Return of Durant. It was rated R. Ran for an hour and 33 minutes.
It seemed longer than that.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it did.
Definitely seemed longer than that.
Our stars are Arnold Foslo. Arnold Foslo. He played the Mummy in Mummy. Larry Drake is back as Robert G. Durant, which I think he was the better character. Probably the most. I like the fact that they had the flashbacks of the first movie and actually kind of really developed his evilness and shit like that. So I was all good with that. Kim Delaney as Jill Randall. We have Renee O'Connor as Laurie Brickman. She was Gabrielle in Xena.
I didn't notice it at first. 'Cause I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
But then I saw her face and I was like, oh man. Wait, why does she look so familiar?
Yeah.
And this was like, so this movie was, I believe, a year before Xena.
Yep. And I think this was still...
Or the year of Xena, rather, 95.
I think this was still produced by Sam Raimi, but he had none, like, he didn't direct it or anything.
No, the director's Bradford May. Doesn't have the producer credit on here. I don't see.
Or they just said this from the story of Sam Raimi. I think that's what it was. They did from the story of Sam Raimi.
Oh, okay.
The man that directed this, he did the cinematography for Monster Squad.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Wolfman got nards.
That
That's
was
the
a
one
cool
thing I
movie.
remember that movie from. This Wolfman got nards. I
I
have
remember
a
somebody getting
joke
shot
with my
with a
sister
silver
with that.
bullet.
Yep. I was joking with my sister with that. Like I found her the T-shirt that Wolfman got in ours, and I got her a coffee cup of it as well.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that was our kid. That was the movie that me and her always agreed to rent when we were kids. Was Monster Squad. I watched that movie so many times when I was a kid.
That's not on the list we have to watch, right?
No, it's not.
There's no that's not a comic book, is it?
Nah, it was like
It seemed like it would.
It was like a Goonies kind of thing.
Yeah, with a bunch of kids and
Yeah,
stuff. But like
it was
that wasn't based on a comic book, was it?
No, it was just like that kind of movie.
I could totally see that because the way it is, the big old group gathering of all the monsters.
I'm just saying, like that's something that should have been done, and then we could have had this movie in our lineup.
That's true.
There you go. So yeah, you want to give them the plot?
Well, I'm trying to see if there's anybody else of note in here.
The other name that it was just really weird, and I didn't want to say it.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if anybody else. Because there's a central character, Lawrence. He's played by Lawrence Dane, the professor.
Yes.
Who's basically like their evil Einstein, who's creating like the laser weapon. No, I don't recognize
David Ferry was that henchman. The first one he turned into.
No, that's about it. Yeah, no, mostly. Again, this movie not like I see even the first one. It wasn't a star-studded cast. It was just Liam Neeson, but even then, that was Liam Neeson back then.
Yeah,
like early '90s. So even he wasn't the man back then. So no, not a star-studded film. Now, do you know if this one was direct to DVD, direct to VHS back
this
then?
was directed to VHS. This was like a
Okay.
straight to DVD to VHS kind of thing. Yes,
Gotcha.
as it
This one did
should
not
be.
have a theatrical
As it should be.
release. Gotcha. No, I'm just trying to figure because yeah, it feels lesser quality. It's a little more boring to me. It's not as exciting. The overacting is not there.
Yeah,
Like they didn't do too well on the part where because they still have his features. They still Darkman is still pretty much Darkman.
yeah,
They got the prosthetics and whatnot, so he looks like Darkman. But the part where he has no control over his emotions and just freaks out and stuff is not really the same because this guy's not as great an actor in this movie.
okay.
Arnold Vosloo, aka the Mummy Man. It just doesn't hit the heights that Liam Neeson did when he freaked out. Take the fucking elephant. There's nothing in this movie that's on that level at all. There's some funny parts
Yeah,
here and there,
but
It
it
has a
wasn't the
sense of
same.
humor
It
about
didn't have
it.
the same vibe.
but yeah, it didn't have the Sam Raimi vibe. It
Yeah.
didn't have that like the super pulpy, almost comic booky. Like it almost felt like a comic book. This does not feel like that. It just feels like a C grade sci-fi movie at
Yeah.
best.
I agree.
So
I agree.
that's kind of the feel I got of this one.
Yeah. I kinda
The
had
story wise,
Yeah.
everything was there. Like they gave you the reasons for everybody's motivations. He's still Darkman.
Yeah.
Who is Westlake, Peyton Westlake. His character is still trying to perfect the formula to make faces, prosthetics for his face, so he doesn't look like meat with teeth and mummy wraps and whatnot.
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
doesn't look like garbage. So he's still on a quest to do that. He finds somebody else at one point who's like doing it, but researching it and doing the opposite way. Like he's like, I turned the neutrons negative and did this. And he's like, wow. So then there was like this cool scene where he bonded with the scientists and they were going to become partners. And immediately that guy gets murdered because
Darkman can have friends.
somebody told Durant that he was trying to fix his face. He said, he had a loose connection to actually somebody else. That's the thing. That science actually had a connection to another character that was in the movie, which I think was the scientist.
Yeah.
And he was seen as a liability, so they had to kill him. But they ended up doing the Dark Man to him. They basically, his henchmen tortured him. They burnt his face on a hot plate. They
Yeah.
and then they beat the crap out of him, and eventually they did the Durant where they chopped the finger off.
Yep.
Um, and this whole time Durant is basically trying to make a super weapon.
Yeah.
Since I don't really fully understand how they recovered him from the exploded body. Like they show it, but like it's kind of like we gotta take some leaps with logic here. But they show him like basically pop back alive on like a slab, but he's surrounded by his evil scientists and henchmen. So that's how he returned. So it's basically the story of two guys who refuse to die, and one of them has to die.
Yep.
That's the end of this movie. One of these guys has to die. But the entire movie, Durant is probably the best character.
Yeah.
The best acted character. He's horrific. He's violent. He's ruthless. Like everything he has his henchmen do is just like it's obscene and it's way too much. And I kind of like the kinship him and the evil doctor have.
Yeah.
Because like once everything pops up and he's like, do you think you can do this? And he's like, yeah, give me a week.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? For some reason, for everything that happens, that guy's just like, yeah, give me a little bit of time. I get you, man.
Yeah.
So I thought that was actually pretty funny. Because that part didn't take itself too serious. Because like that's not realistic, but it fits the theme of the movie. It's just ridiculous. Other than that, I thought it was whatever. It wasn't that great.
Yeah, I thought it was nothing special. Like it felt like a straight to DVD movie as well. Like just the aesthetics and just what they used and how it was done. I was just trying to get through it because we was gonna cast today and stuff like that. So I was like, I gotta finish this. Gotta finish this shit. But yeah, I just again I felt the same way. I was just like, it's something else, and it's just like I'm never gonna rewatch this movie again. And that's the thing.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I would not watch it.
It's not good enough.
Yeah.
I would definitely watch Darkman again. This is not that. It's nowhere near as fun.
Okay. So where you give it? What grade you give it?
2.5.
2.5. So is it over Howard the Duck or under?
It's over because I can't stand that movie.
Okay. Dark Man Dose. What should I give this? I think I'll go with a 2.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's gonna go with a 2, and it's gonna be right under Lone Ranger.
I don't even remember that movie.
It's been that long that I'm like I don't remember it, but I don't know. I like that better than this, I guess. I'll stick with my guns here. I gave it a 2. I gave Lone Ranger a 2.5, so I'm like whatever. All right, so our next movie for next week is Judge Dredd, starring Sylvester Stallone.
At least that'll be fun. It's not great, but it's fun.
Yeah. So we got Judge Dredd, we got Power Rangers right after that, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knights right after that, Tank Girl, Barbed Wire. We gonna see some titties. Black Mass, The Crow, City of Angels, and then Darkman 3. We get the 3 parts of Darkman here.
After this one, I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah. We're running low. We actually are almost done with this list. Like we are maybe like 4 months almost done. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 26 movies left.
Still a lot.
There's still a lot. We went through about 40, so it was good. So yeah, Darkman 3, we had Generation X, The Phantom, Vampirella, Batman and Robin, Men in Black.
There's a Vampirella movie?
What? Yeah, there is.
I'm surprised. And I'm kind of sad that's not starring the lady that played Elvira, is it? Because I think she was perfect.
It's not. It is not her. It is not.
Very
So
weird.
Judge Dredd is next for our podcast, our 2 decades of superhero comic book movies. Last but not least, I've been playing Lost Judgment, and it's pretty good. I am actually enjoying it. It's a really fun game so far.
Does it have a more? Because from the trailer I saw, they were way out there mini games. I saw some virtual stuff. Like,
Yeah, there's
did you
a.
get to any of that yet?
Well, the virtual one was in the last game, so they
Oh,
actually
yes,
had it
okay.
in this one. So it was in there before. They have a dance one that you're kind of like a dance teacher because you're just working for a school for some reason. To have you come up with new dances and shit, so they have a new dance format. So that kind of takes away from the karaoke that usually Yakuza has. This don't have the karaoke. They have like Sega Master System that's in your office. You could play like Alex the Kid and shit like that. And
Okay,
Phantom Zone and
gotcha.
stuff like that on the cartridge and stuff like that. Which you actually could buy more cartridges for it, which is fun.
Are they
Uh,
new? Like, are all those games brand new, or were they also in the last game?
It's all brand new. The Sega hard drive ones are all brand new. They added Sonic the Fighter in here. That's not good. That's not good. You know what game I wish they put in instead of like some of the like the newer put Daytona USA up in here. How
Okay.
like an arcade version of Daytona USA? Throw that in fucking Yakuza.
Well, isn't that in one of them? Like, period
No.
appropriate ones?
No,
Really? It's never been in the other Yakuza games? Okay.
nope. Outrun, not Daytona. I think this is the song. I think they have to copyright the song.
Why? That's
I
their
think
guy.
the first
That's
song
the guy.
I think the first song they don't have, because a lot of the times when they remake that game, they take one of the songs are missing from there.
Not the one with the guy screaming. That's in
Yeah.
all the games. That's in all the
That's
versions.
alright.
Daytona.
Yes, we need that. I would like Daytona USA as one of the arcades in the next maybe Judgment. Well, Judgment 3 is not gonna get a third one. They already said that, but I hope it does. I hope they change their mind and do it part 3. But because this is kind
It
of
won't be
where
that guy.
yeah,
That's about it.
yeah,
So,
because this is kind of where the Yakuza style game is at right now. It's like the beat 'em up kind of style stuff is in the Judgment games, and I know the Yakuzas are going more towards like a dragon. So that's the next game is going to be very similar to what like the dragon was.
they're probably gonna do because they're gonna do cycles, so they're probably not gonna stay with one only. So
Yeah.
there'll be something else. It's just whoever they pick. I don't
Yeah.
know who the next guy's gonna be or girl.
Well,
They have not made a game with a girl yet.
Well, I know Yakuza is gonna go with Ichiban. Ichiban is gonna be part 2, and then the next like a dragon.
No, I mean I'm talking about because we know this guy because of his
Okay.
company won't let him be the face.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever they pick for the next game, if they do a new one,
Yeah,
whether it be guy or girl, it'll be somebody new.
yeah. We'll see.
Same for anything else if they make another spin-off of that series. Because I feel like they should have made a game following at this point,
Yeah,
following Daigo.
yeah,
Because I like to see stuff from Daigo's perspective. Because he's literally a character you see grow up through the entire game.
yeah,
But most of the time, he's either kidnapped, hiding, or you know what I mean. He's on the run because they're trying to kill him because he's supposed to be the next leader. And then at some point, you see him be the next leader of the clan.
yeah.
Like I would like to be a leader of the clan in the game. Why not? This is my Daigo game. Come on.
There we go. Get it. So yes, yeah. Guess we wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is also. Oh wow! Now this just kind of breaking news,
Okay.
but not really breaking news. They just put. I guess this is like this week. They put the OLED. There's a Switch OLED display at Nintendo New York.
Oh,
So
sweet.
you can see it in the flesh.
Yeah.
It
Cool.
looks pretty cool. I mean, if I didn't purchase a Monster Hunter one, I might have got that one.
Yeah.
Looks nice. So that's cool. All right. what I say, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. So we have SoundCloud. We also have Spotify, and we also have a WordPress. So check it out.
Yep.
We were at Merc.
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch TV, all Merc the Mic. Follow our other cast. We got the Morphicast or Game of Rage podcast. We got the Not a Trekkie, and we have the Shell Shock podcast, which we come out every month. So stay tuned. We will be recording a new one, so you won't have to wait so that long. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's hungry. He had a rampage sandwich last week.
Yes.
So,
he's not allowed to be. Yeah, letting him get these things and not failing us. So get on your shit.
He's hungry.
He's hungry. Yeah, and don't play Sonic the Fighter. It's not that good.
Oh hell no! You can't say that.
I don't like that.
Can't say that.
You know what's funny is that I remember in my video store actually getting this game.
Did you rent it?
No, they actually had their whole arcade system for it.
Oh, gee, well, that's dedication. All right. Well,
Yeah, they had that. So I know, I was like, God, this game sucks.
they might have made a mistake with that.
Yeah, Sonic the Fighter and Lost Judgment. Play it. It's not that good.
See for yourself.
Fighting Vipers is in here too. Fighting Vipers.
That's good.
Sonic the Fighter, Virtua Fighter 5, and it has a bunch of other games.
Okay, good.
All right. Peace out, laters, and see you guys next week.